Reportedly, there's been a fourth death among the victims this morning in that shooting. This is reports that have not been confirmed, but there are three confirmed dead, 2 children and an adult, at a Jewish school in Toulouse. As you reported, basically, the gunman arrived shortly after 8 o'clock local time this morning on a motor scooter, got off his motor scooter, and according to witnesses, walked a couple of feet into the courtyard area of the school and then just started shooting randomly. And in the process, took down a number of people who were killed or injured by the shooting. Now, this is the same MO, it's the same method of operation that we have seen in Toulouse now over the last week. There have been 2 previous shooting incidents involving soldiers in the Toulouse area, one involving 1 soldier who was gunned down and killed, another involving 3 soldiers who were gunned down, apparently randomly, and in exactly the same sort of circumstances. A man on a motorcycle arrives, has a motorcycle helmet on, and then randomly shoots at his victims. Police are, of course, on the hunt for the motorcyclist and trying to figure out also what the motivation might be. At the same time, this comes in the middle of the presidential campaign here. So President Sarkozy is on his way down to Toulouse this morning, as well as the Interior Minister and the Education Minister. And as well, the leading candidate, the socialist candidate François Hollande, is also headed for Toulouse this morning to talk about these issues of security and see what else can be done in the case of the president, what else can be done in terms of reinforcing the police for their investigation, Manita.
Jim, while authorities are saying there are similarities in terms of the MO between last week's shooting of the paratroopers and today's shooting at a school, there are differences between a shooting at, I guess, the targets of these killings would be troops and now school children.
Right, and that, of course, is going to be something they'll be looking into to see if these differences mean there are 2 different gunmen. But they are saying that at least one of the guns used this morning, there were 2 separate weapons, according to the reports that are coming out, 2 separate weapons used this morning, a 9mm and 11.43mm, and that at least one of the guns was the same caliber that was used in the shootings of the soldiers. Now, that doesn't mean anything at the moment, but it could very quickly lead to a connection in the sense that if they can trace the bullets themselves and in fact make comparisons between the shootings, they have already confirmed that the gun used in the 2 shootings of the soldiers was the same gun. So if they could also make a connection to this one, it looks like it's the same killer, and it looks like they have a serial killer on their hands.